There is no way that something causes us heartbreak and he's dismissive of it. So when he says, you know, our friend has fallen asleep, it's not because he's making light of the situation. It's because there is something more that he wants the disciples. There's something more that he wants the onlookers to see. So you and I, whatever you're believing for, if you're believing God for that business, if you're believing God for that healing, if you're believing God for the salvation of that person, and God is saying, I want you to just calm down and I just want you to wait for me, it's because there's something else in the background that he's doing and that he's working on. In verse 14, they told him plainly, Lazarus is dead. He told them plainly, Lazarus is dead. Because when he realized they don't speak the same language that he does, he has to break it down. Sometimes God has to do that for us. When he speaks to us in a way that we don't understand, he's gracious enough sometimes to bring it down to our level. And so he tells them very plainly, Lazarus is dead. And for your sake, I am glad that I was not there. Why? Not because I want Lazarus to die, not because I want you all to grieve, not because I enjoy your state of mourning, but because there's something greater that you had to witness through his death. And so my question for you is, that delay, that metaphorical death of something in your life, could it be that the Lord's delay in handling that, in revealing that, in bringing that back to life is because there's something greater that God is trying to do through you? Is it because there are onlookers that are watching that need to see the resurrection? Everybody has counted you out. They have said that that business will fail. You will fail at school. The church will fail. Your ministry will fail. You'll never have more than enough money. You'll never be in a space of abundance. But could it be that God is saying, I allowed you to get to this pit. I allowed you to get to this low because I need the onlookers to see the resurrection. I need them to see the revival. God knows. He knows what's happening. He knows what his end game is. He knows what people are saying behind your back. He knows that the gossipers are not expecting you to revive. He knows that people are saying it's past her time, it's past his time, it's past due. He knows that people are saying that. He knows that they have resigned themselves to mourning you, to mourning that thing in your life. And what he's saying is that I need them to be in that space, because when they witness the resurrection in your life, they will know that I am your God. They will know that the God of Abraham is also your God. Could it be? Verse 11 to 14, God knows. Nobody has to tell God for him to know what's going on with you or how dire the situation is. He knows the bill is due. Young lady, he knows you want to get married. Young man, he knows you want to study. He knows you want to start a business. He knows that you need a financial breakthrough. To the person who's serving in ministry, he knows all of those things. To the person, the parent who's praying for their child, he knows that deliverance is necessary. He knows how dire the situation is. Listen, the thing about God is that he's very calculated. You know, the thing that's frustrating about us humans is that we can be very flippant. We can be very, very nonchalant about things. God doesn't operate like that. He's very, very calculated. So even if he is seemingly an hour late to something, trust that there was something intentional about that hour that he was doing. He knows